So here we are once again, and I don't know if this music is too loud. I'm going to turn it down just a little. But yesterday was cool. So this is another episode 3 of my prayer vlog. And okay, so I was praying about provision because I've been worried a little bit about how we're going to get to Thailand. And not that we won't have the money, but it's going to be a lot of money out of my ministry account. And I was just thinking about, man. Well, I pray that God will provide. But more importantly, I think in our lives is not that we believe that God will provide or that we pray that God will provide. It's that we believe that God will provide. It's not even that it's that we trust God, that we trust that He wants to provide, that we understand His character and the nature of who He is. I think that's so much more important than what but we focus on like what He does more than who He is, and I think then we miss out on something. You know, is He the good shepherd? Does He care? Does He love me? Is He going to take care of me? Does He have what's best for me? You know, is that what He desires? And if we believe all that, and we believe that He wants to care for us and be our Father, I think it changes how we interact with Him, and it certainly changes how we interact with those around us. And you know, I just made a conscious decision to receive peace, to take hold of peace, to believe that God is my provider, that He will take care of me and my family, and that He will provide for me to be able to be involved in this ministry. And then I got out of my car because we were at a field trip yesterday for Asher. So then I got out of my car and I went to get something at the gas station, and I was looking for a fun little place to, you know, just explore around. We were right at the Dallas World Aquarium, and I had about an hour to kill. So anyway, I walked across the street to the 7-Eleven because that was the only eatery I found. Google said the closest thing was like 4 miles away, so I probably could have driven there, but I just thought, I just want to hang out and walk around and stuff. So I walked into the 7-Eleven, and as soon as I got in there, a guy said to me, "Hey, we're shooting a video here about, you know, people eating at 7-Eleven, eating the food at 7-Eleven, and we'd love to buy you something, and we'd love, you know, just get whatever you want and get a drink." And he noticed my sticker, my volunteer sticker on there, and he said, "Oh, it looks like you're here, you know, on a field trip or something." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, well, you know, go ahead and feel free to get something for your kid too if you'd like." I said, "Okay." And he said, all you need to do is, you know, sign this paper saying that we can take your picture of you eating this thing." And I said, "Okay, sure, definitely." So then I went around and I got my donuts and my muffin and my coffee and my chocolate milk. I checked out, and it's all provided for free, and I taste and see that the Lord is good. I got back to my car, and we don't always make the connection. We pray that God would do this and do that and do this and do that, and we don't always see exactly how it connects, and then all of a sudden He's provided a surprise free meal just after you asked if He would provide for you in other ways. And it's incredible how God is an above and beyond God. And if you just take the time to see what He's already doing in your life, it encourages you, because I don't live in the future. I don't know what the future holds. And I live today. And today He provided my daily donut or bread or whatever. I think it's powerful. It's powerful to think about that, to think about how God provides moment by moment, day by day. And sometimes we want Him to provide our 5-year plan. Sometimes we want Him to provide our retirement now. You know, sometimes we just want to see how we're going to be able to make it through the next couple of weeks till we get paid again. And yet, it's the present that we get to enjoy living in. And when He provides in the present, it's such a powerful reminder of who He is and His heart to provide in the next present moment where you really need Him. Anyway, it left me feeling I was already taking hold of peace, but it just came like a flood of peace and joy as I think about our God, who is our provider. And I thought, Jehovah Jireh, my provider, but it doesn't relate to our culture. Jehovah Jireh is something that you would say if you were Jewish, if you understood Hebrew. It's something that our culture has sort of taken on. It's something that a lot of old people say. That's something I've said. I don't know what that means about me, but when I was thinking about it, it's like I'm so dissatisfied with Christianese in my life because it keeps it from being genuine. And then I create this whole artificial set of feelings and emotions around something that is already artificial. And then when I try and dig beneath that, I realize, well, all it ever was happy thoughts, but it didn't have any meat or purpose or meaning, because I never took the time to understood it. And I know that God's my provider, but in my daily living, what's a word, what's a phrase that actually connects with me? Jehovah Jireh definitely connected with them. It connected with those who wrote it, understanding the concept of provision and provider. I mean, wow. Absolutely true. But for me, the phrase that I use with my friends, that they use with me, the phrase that, that kind of God whispered to me as I was praying and thinking and driving was, Caleb, I got this, and I got you. And it made it less Christianese, and it made it more real. God's got me. He's got me. He's got this. And the truth is, He's also got you, and I would encourage you to think, really think and consider what are the areas in your life that you are worried about, that you're not seizing and taking hold of peace in. Do you believe God's got this? Do you believe that God's got you? Is it Jehovah Jireh, or is it, I've got this? What's the language that speaks to your heart? It communicates the same message. It's the message that's important and powerful, but we can't lose the message in the translation, whether it be cultural or whether it be, actually a different language. It's funny because I'm with Wycliffe, and they're all about Bible translation. And I suppose I'm very much in tune with that idea, but for me it's not being satisfied with the platitudes that are hollow because they don't really communicate to where we are. So we just say them over and over and over again, and we understand them on one level, but on another level they don't speak to our hearts. Now, if Jehovah Jireh speaks to your heart, I think that's incredible and that's wonderful, but that's the point, that it would speak to your heart. God's got this.